Who knows where that's made? Probably China, but it's garbage. Now look at this 70 Impala we're working on here. When we put the rear end in, it's done. Now we're going to start on the front end. We'll look under the hood. Let's see what we got under here. It is a 400 small block, owner rebuilt. Got a lot of fancy parts on it. Got low-tech heads on it. Must be 180 rounded. I'm not sure what all he did to it, but I know it's got some high-dollar fancy parts on it. Got a new aluminum radiator. Got an electric fan. Got a built-in shroud around it that pulls the air through it. Does have an Edelbrock carburetor. Fancy K&N knockoff deals. I think it's an Edelbrock, got an E on it. Warmer RPM intake. Currently has a turbo 350 in it, but I'm going to put a 4L80 in it that I built. Just like the one from F10, just like the one for the Monte Carlo. Rear-wheel drive conversion. And then he's got a hydraulic roller cam in it. Comp cams 278 or something like that. I helped him get the right push rods for it. We checked push rod length. That's about all I did to it. And that's front end parts. Here's the old 10 bolt. Got exhaust, the old trailing arm, the springs out of the back. Got new shocks for the front. End links for the front. These new control arms. And it's got on some rotten carpet. You don't need that. One arm. Lower arms. New uppers. Apparently wants to take the carpet with it too. Don't want that. One more in here. Yeah. Pretty heavy. I don't know if they're any lighter than the stock ones or not. New ball joints, polyurethane rubber bumpers. Not sure what brand those are. Where he got them at. I just get the joy of installing them. That should be about it. I guess there's new coils in here too. We put new coils in the rear. I think I showed that. And zoom length. Things up. Empty polyurethane end links. CYB shocks. I don't know if they're anything special, but this looks like a new shock to me. XLG. Whatever that means. There's all the parts on the front. I think that's all the parts out of the inside. So that's the next thing we got to do. Do the front. There's the old shocks off the back. There's little helper coils on them. About it for right now. I need to lift the car up, start on the front end. I'll probably start this thing up for you once we're done with the front, because it should still move. the way it is once we get the front done. And I'll do a startup for you. It has no exhaust on it, so it's going to be open header. There she is, 70 Impala. Now getting further on this Impala, got the front end parts out, the old parts. With the upper control arms, there's the disc brakes. Shock, still got the bottom arm in there, but you have to lift the car up to get those off. This side's off too. Motor and spindle. Of course, that arm's still in there. The shock screwed apart and all the oil came out of it, but we got new ones. So we'll get this lifted up and get the bottom off. Yeah, I got the bottom control arms out. That's the driver's side. That's the bolt out of it. Surprising they weren't rusted in there. Passenger side, that's the new one's got these little bushing things that go in here. That's the bolt out of it. It's a big ass bolt. Anyways, it's anti-seize and ready to go back in. Alright, got the front back together. Upper arms on, lower arms on, shocks in. Spindle, brakes, hoses are all hooked back up. Just need to double check everything. Still need to tighten down the shock up there. And you tighten the shock at the bottom too, if I remember right. Just kind of double check everything there. Of course, right here in the dark again. It's not dark, but the sun's going down. Dark enough you need a light. This side's in. Hose on. We had to replace that nut there because it stripped out for some reason. And also on this side, need to hunt some bolts for the shock. Down here below, up in there. Of course, got new coils in the front too. Those were kind of a pain in the ass to put in. This side wasn't as bad after we figured out a trick to do it. The other side was a little bit of a pain in the ass. Yeah, so we put those end links on. That's about all left that's new to go on. All the tools and shit, hammers, pry bars. Mostly for putting the spring in, or the springs. But the shock bolts, driver's side, they still had the original bolts in them. There are bolts that go up in it. And the passenger side, somebody stripped the holes out and had a bolt in it. So I need to hunt some bolts to hold the shock in, but I think I got some somewhere. I'm just about done with the front. Once we get done with the front, move on to the transmission. Yeah, I got the car back up in the air here and get a better look at the front end suspension parts up in the air. There's new lower control arms, new springs, new shocks, new upper control arm. Everything else is what was on the car. Of course, same on this side. Need to grease the ball joints. Need to put the end links on. Go there. They're laying on the ground back there. Got those big honking bolts up there tight. Your cam lock bolts for your front end adjustment. Put it back where it was from when he brought it. This side too. Luckily that stuff come out and nothing was frozen. Made it a little simpler, a little easier. But we'll have to bleed the brakes. And what else? Like I say, I need to hunt those bolts up in there for the shock. I'm pretty sure I got some somewhere. Just kind of double check everything. Make sure everything's tight. in the sky impala. The other thing I need to do is these goddamn spring isolator up in there. It's too close to the bolt head. And you can't get a socket in there. I'm going to have to grind those. It's worse on this side than that side. I need to grind them out, and I'm sure I'll have to do it to this side too, but I ain't tried it yet. I'll go hunt the die grinder and get that done here. Well, I found the die grind there, and I got that ground out. You can see the remnants on the concrete out here. Bunch of it over there. I had to grind that back in there, so when you look up at it, you actually got some room to get a socket up in there. That one, and did that side, and that side. Found some bolts too, so I'll get that stuck on here. And then the end links, they should be about done. I guess I ought to grease the ball joints too. But alright, we're pretty much done on the front end. Got the end links on. Got the shocks all bolted up in there nice. Grease the front end. Tie rods, the ball joints. Of course on both sides. The only problem I had is that grease cert right there. It came in that ball joint as a piece of garbage. It popped out. This right there. Now it wasn't the threads right there. That small piece popped out of there and it will not tighten down. It's stripped out, so who knows where that's made, probably China, but it's garbage. Anyways, next thing to do is bleed the brakes. Nighttime impala in the sky. I don't know what that light is. It's either a star or an airplane, one or the other. Anyways, that should pretty much about do it for the front end. Well, I finally got done with the front end. Put the wheels back on, brakes are bled. Tighten down the shock bolts. That should be about it on the front. Of course, we're out here in the dark again, but front end's done.